everyone pay attention? Enough? Pay attention to the class. Okay. So there is a minor topic in your unit 3 that is qualifications, especially focusing on central tendency or standard deviation. Right? So what is the significance of standard deviation? Any idea? What is the role of statistics in hematology lab? Let me ask that. What is the role of statistics in hemat lab? What does statistics mean? Can you give a generalized statement? Yeah. Why do we need statistics?
Result interpretation.
Yes?
For result interpretation.
For result interpretation. Or I will give one generalized example that I already discussed with you. When I am conducting the classroom test, I need to see the most possible average score of your batch. Right? If I conduct the exam for 20 marks, I was expecting an average around the 16 marks. Right? 16 is my average. Or at least 13. 13 should be, most of you must get 13 marks. So that is average or mean of your class. Right? So now I can say, if I am achieving my 13 marks average, then my teaching is good. I was effectively teaching to you. I don't want a specific criteria. I don't want whether Abhinav or Shaurav achieved 13 marks or not. I want in a random sample, most of you must get 13. It's not like a specific criteria but a group criteria. Why? So this is the idea behind statistics. I will take a collective data. In the collective data, I was expecting an average or a mean value. If I am achieving that mean value, if most of you achieving mean value, then I was succeeded. Right? This is the concept behind statistics. Okay. Statistics are used by governments to see the efficiency of their policies. Maybe government giving ration to the public. Their target was 1 crore people should get these 1 crore rations. Are really getting 1 crore people receiving 1 crore rations? They don't know. Now they will take a sample and they cannot conduct 1 crore sample studies. What they will do, they will take some 1,000 people. Out of 1,000 people, 700 of them must get ration. I know that all of them cannot take rations. There will be some issues. So I will consider that and I will ensure that at least 7 crore people or 700 people must get rations out of 5,000 samples, for example. So if 700 people take the rations, means my government is succeeded in fulfilling my policies. I know I cannot fulfill my 100% policies. 70% is an acceptable figure. Clear? So these studies will be done in statistics. And how we will use statistics in the lab? Very simple. My machine should give accurate results. That is our target actually. This machine should give accurate results. Right? What is the margin of error of this machine? This machine can give errors. I agree with it. Okay? But it should work properly. The margin of error of this machine should be plus or minus 1 or 2 samples. Actual sample was 120 value, but is given 90. So 1 or 2 samples in a batch of 100 is acceptable. But 98% it should be giving proper results. How I will know that? Say for example, I took CBC values. I know CBC value must be in the range of 4.5 to 5.5. Even in a 100 people sample, 90% of them should get this value. This is a generalized statistics, right? In the classroom, this should be around 99.9% because all of us are healthy individuals, we have no patients. In the hospital scenario, this will be the scenario. 90% will be normal values, 10% will be abnormal, and then we will check the diagnosis. Now, when I am seeing the trend is like this, 75% or 60%. Yes, I agree. In the hospital, there will be more patients, so the healthy count is less. But is there a trend between This is my expected mean value 4.5 to 6.5. These are abnormally high values and abnormally less values. Okay. The trend should always follow a curve. When I am not getting a curve and I am getting any different things other than bell curve, that indicates there is a proper information. Just like the way you were cheating in your exams. In the class test, you cheated, so I didn't get a bell curve rather than I got a different curves. Something. There is no, pattern in the results. Why there is no pattern? Because you are cheating. So your marks are, your marks are not showing your status, your knowledge status, because you cheated. Okay. So yeah. Ideally, this is called a central tendency. Central tendency is expected value and deviation from the expected value. Deviation from the expected value is called as skewness actually. Skewness. Central tendency is the expected value. So I conducted the test, I plotted a graph and I must get a bell curve. If this is not bell curve, then definitely there is an issue. Why it is called bell curve, I will let you know. So if you give something here, this is bell. That's why I say bell curve, okay? Yeah. Fine. Yeah. Now this is clear to you. Now we need some data to plot a bell curve. The data we need will be this one. We need the mean of your data, we need the mode of your data, and we need your median of your data. With these three values, I can calculate my standard deviation. If I calculate these three things from your data, I can, do my standard deviation. That's the idea. Okay, because standard deviation will let me know the accuracy, the specificity, accuracy of your results, of lab results. Clear? I am not using much of mathematical terms, but is the concept clear now? How we are using these stats? Yeah. Then. So, yeah, the tools we need will be mean, median, mode, and there are various types of means we have in the mathematical terminologies. We have mathematical mean, geometric mean, harmonic means. That you need not to worry. Now, can you tell me how many of you already know how to calculate standard deviation? You already know how to calculate standard deviation? You don't know? Then I will. Anyway, even if you don't know, I will make it a very simplified manner. Yeah. You will be remembered in your death with this lecture. Yeah. So pay attention. Yes. Muntasir was very concerned. Anyway, yes. Pay attention. Don't talk, okay? Your voice will be more resonated because you are near to the camera. Listen. First, as I stated, we need mean, median, mode, right? Mean, median, mode. Yeah, mean, median, mode. So, ideally, students, if everything is same, it should have a like this. Mean, median, mode will be at the center of the average scores, right? But when there is a deviation, the mean, median, mode will be shifted in the right side or left side. That indicates the status of the results. Now I will let you know. Yeah. So the basic definitions of mean, median, mode. Tell me, students, what is mean? What is mean? Simple, the average value. Average value is called as mean. What is that means? Now I will give the definition. I am giving a single line statement. Now most of you don't know what is average means. I will let you know. So right now, mean means sum of all values divided by total number of values. Mean means sum of all values divided by total number of values is called as mean. I think now it is clear. I will give an example now. Formula. Mean formula. Sum of all values divided by total number of values. here. For example, if I say calculate the mean of 3, 2, 10 and 5, you need to calculate the mean of this data. The population size was 4 and I got 4 various values, just like our lab test. I got a 4 lab, I have 4 test tubes. I given the, I given to the machine and machine given 4 values to me. Now I need to calculate the mean of these 4 patient samples. How I will calculate? Very simple. What is the sum of this all? The formula is sum of all values by total number of values. The sum of all this is 10 plus 15, 30 by 4. What is, you just calculate 30 divided by 4. What is the value? 7.5. Are you sure?
Yes.
Why I am telling 5? 30 divided by 4. What is the mean? 7. Calculate for this. 3, 2, 10, 5.
So, sir, what will be output?
Now it is 20. 4, 5, right?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear? So this is how you will calculate the mean. Sum of all values by total number of values. So you are getting your mean value. Right? Next. Actually I wrote for 20 but I given 30 so it's not matching. I was confused. Anyway, next one. Median. What is the definition of median? Middle value. Okay, then right. The middle number is called as median. What if the middle number has 2 middle numbers? What if you have 2 middle numbers in a data set? Maybe 23, you got 2 times. What you will do? Or 23, 24, 24. Then you will take the mean of low value and middle high value. Mean of, okay, write down. Median definition. The proper definition of median is the middle number when the data arranged from low values to high values. You need to rearrange the data from low values to high values. Okay. Then you will get the median value. For example, the data is like this: 7, 3, 4, 1, 7, 6. This is the data. The first step, what we need to do? We need to rearrange the data. We will rearrange the data from low score to high scores. So it will be like this: 1, 3, 4, 6, 7, 7. What is the middle value in this data set? See here. What is the middle value in this data set? Previously you said the middle value is the median, right? Here we got, there is no middle actually here. We have 2 data sets. What you will do in this case? The middle value has two values here. What we will do? This is one data set, this is one, but the middle has 2 values. What you will do? You will take the mean of these 2. That's it. Okay. 4 plus 6 divided by 2. 5. This is called as median. You took the mean of 2 middle values. This is called as median. This is how you will calculate the median. Yes? 5 number. What I'm saying is 5 is not included in the data set. Then why we took 5? Because that is the median value. That's it. This value value will be utilized for SD actually, standard deviation. I will let you know how we will utilize median value. Okay? This median value need not to be present in the data set, not required. Okay? Yeah. This is called as median. See, very simple so far. Right? Mean means sum of all values by total number of values, that you will get the mean. And median, here we are doing one important thing. Middle value, when the data is arranged in ascending order from low value to high value. If you get two middle values, what you will do? You will take the mean of the two values. When you have two values in the middle, you will take mean of the two values. That's it. That will be the median. Clear? Then third step. What is the third one? Mode. Yeah. How to calculate mode? What is the definition of mode? Most repeated value in a data set. Very good. Most repeated value. It is also called as frequency. Frequency means most repeated value. Most repeated value in a data set is called as mode. The most repeated value will be the mode, right? So let me give you a data set here. The data is like this: 2, 3, 3, 5, 5, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12. What is the mode of this data set? 2 and 5. What we will do in this case, when there are two reappearing numbers. So both 2 and 5 will be the mode of this data set. There are two modes in this data set. 2 and 5. Okay. Well, are you saying why we are doing these things? This is the lowest expected commonly coming value, and 5 is the highest expected commonly coming value. As a mean will be the average of your value. When you plot it, this will be mean, mode, and median will be around here. The middle value. That means second, this is showing SD actually. These three are the tools for getting standard deviation, to calculate standard deviation. Now my mean was set around 7. How much high number I got? High number will be around if the mean is about another value. Let me take mean will be of 3. Okay. So this is how we are using mean, median, mode to plot the standard deviation. Yes. Huh? What if there is, okay, you will get a proper, you will get still you will get data. You can have one mode also, that is sufficient. See, plus or minus same value will be in case of one mode. Mode we have maybe 1 will be the number 7. We will take 7 as a for both plus side and minus side, that's it. In the standard deviation curve. We can utilize even one mode in the data set. It is like this. Yeah. This is plus values, this will be negative values. Anyway, is it clear so far? Mean, median, mode. Then how to calculate standard deviation? Very simple. I have 15 minutes time. 20 minutes. Write down the steps in calculating standard deviation. Steps in calculating standard deviation. These steps are very important and I will oversimplify the concept. Listen. Steps in calculating standard deviation. Steps in calculating standard deviation. Steps in calculating standard deviation. Yeah. Write down the steps. Only 5 steps are there. Step 1. I think I will switch off this. Yes. Do you see that? Just keep it on. Yeah, steps in standard deviation calculation. First step, calculate the mean of a data set. First we need to calculate the mean of the given data set. First we will calculate the mean of the data set. Then second from mean. This deviation I will let you know. The second step is here finding the deviation from the mean of the given data set. Right? Yeah. Next one. Third step. We need to square the deviation from the mean. We need to square the deviation from mean. We need to calculate the square. Okay, we need to square the deviation from the mean. Clear? Yeah. Step 4. Now we square from the means, okay, from the deviation. The step 4 will be adding all square values of deviation. Now we are adding all squares values, adding all square values of deviation to get sum of squared deviations. Sum of squared deviations. We are adding all square values to deviation to get sum of square deviation. Okay? To get sum of square deviation. This is the fourth step. And last and final, fifth step. Last and final step. Divide the sum of deviation, sum of squared deviation by, you know, this states sum. Okay, this symbol stands for sum. Sum of deviation square. Divide the sum of deviation square by the total number of observations. By the total number of observations. By the total number of observations and take the root of that value. Take the root of that value. These are the 5 steps. I will give a data set and you will understand very easy. Now write down the formula for standard deviation. The formula is like this. You already know the formula, I guess. Standard deviation usually stated by sigma, rho and rho. Yeah. Standard deviation rho is equal to sum of x minus x bar by total number of data set, or sum of deviations into total number of data set and their root. Both are correct. Here I need to keep it. This is the formula of standard deviation. There are 3 10 mark questions I given in the exam. One will come in the exam. You need to calculate standard deviation. Yeah, there is a standard deviation in hematology. Yes. So you have to prepare it. Okay. Yes. So the formula of standard deviation. Okay, write down. Rho stands for standard deviation. Rho stands for standard deviation. This symbol stands for sum of any values. This symbol stands for sum of values. Then X stands for each value in a data set. X stands for each value in a data set. X stands for each value in a data set. Then X bar. X bar stands for mean of all values in the data set. Mean of all values in a data set. What is your next class, students? You don't have class. Then you stay here. Wait. Mean of all values in a data set. Let us finish. finished, okay. Last and final. N. Number of values in a data set. Number of values in a data set. This is how you will calculate a standard deviation, and I will give an example. Very simplest trick I will give you. You just need to make a table, and this table will tell everything actually. I will let you know how to calculate it. Don't worry. Is it clear so far? So now you know the steps in standard deviation, you know the formula of standard deviation, and you know what is mean, median and mode. Okay? Now let us do the calculation for a given set. Yeah. This is very important, pay attention. Very important. Yeah, pay attention. So the problem is like this. The case study is this one. Find the standard deviation for these values. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. This is the values. I already arranged in low to high scores for simplicity. You understood, right? Usually we need to rearrange properly. The data set is mixed from low value to high value. You got the point, right? Yeah. So how many values we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 is our data set. Okay. So the first and foremost thing, what is the first step in standard deviation? All those steps can be done with a table. I will plot that table now. You need to make a table, students. Let me keep down here. Yes. Everyone plot his table. This is very interesting table. X minus x bar, that is equal to b. Then root deviation. Plot this table, everyone. Plot this table, and I will let you know what to do. What is x means? What is the meaning of x? See the formula? Each value in a data set is called as x. And what is d means? X minus x bar. What is x bar? Mean. Okay, x minus x bar will be d. Then d square. Root of mean will be d square. Okay, square of d will be d square. First, what is the first step in standard deviation calculation? Calculate the mean of a given data set. How to calculate? What is the formula of mean? Tell me. Sum of all values divided by total number of values. Yes. Then what is the sum of all these values? Calculate. Calculate with your mobiles. What is the sum of all these values? See, students, quick. Sum of all of these values. Yes. 6. 176 divided by how much? How many total? 11. What is the mean, tell me, students? 16. So that's equal to x bar is the mean. Mean is 16. So the mean of this data set is 16. That is x bar. X bar is 16. Clear? Yeah. Now see the magic. What is the second step? First step done. Second step. What is the second step?
Deviation.
Find the deviation d from the mean. How we will find the deviation? Very simple. First you will write all your values here. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Clear? First you arrange all your values. Then what is this? 11 minus mean x bar 16 equal to 12 minus 16 13 minus 16, 14 minus 16, 15 minus 16, 16 minus 16, 17 minus 16, 18 minus 16, 19 minus 16, 20 minus 16, 41 minus 16. Tell me the values.
minus 5,
Minus 5,
minus 4,
minus 2,
minus 4, 4,
minus 4. Next.
minus 3,
Minus 3,
minus 2,
minus 2,
minus 1,
minus 1,
0,
0,
1,
1,
2,
2,
3,
3,
4,
4,
5.
5. See, we are bringing the data set into standard deviation mode actually. Now see, now we are getting data minus data and plus data. So the standard deviation looks like this. Again we are getting a bell curve with this data set. Can you able to see the bell curve with the values? Zero value, plus values and negative values. If we give zero as a central tendency, the central data. See, that is how we are calculating these things. Okay, very good. Until here is clear, right? Yeah. Next, what is this d square? Root of these values. Root of these values will be d square. Square of this value. Sorry, not root. Sorry. So what will be this one? 5 into 5. 25. 4 into 4. 16. 3 into 3. 9. Then,
No minus.
okay.
It's not minus, sir.
That will be cancelled.
Yes.
They will be cancelled. Clear. Then
4,
4.
1,
1. Yeah. 0. Then 1,
4,
4, 6, 8.
9, sir. 9.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. 9,
16,
16,
25.
and 25. See, again we are bringing these two testing. Less values, high values. Clear? So this is our third step actually. So second step we done x minus x bar. That is the second step. Deviation we got it. Deviation will be d value we got. Then what is the third step? Third step said square of deviation. We already got the square of deviation. Deviation square we calculated. This is the square of deviation. So the mean calculation 16 is the first step. Then this is second step. Then this is third step. So far. Clear? I connect the steps with the table. Is everything clear so far? Simplified, right?
Yes.
Yeah. What will be the fourth step? Yeah, what they said? Tell me, students. Adding all square values of deviation to get sum of d square. What does they mean? They are saying you need to give the sum of all these values. They say sum of all d square values. Calculate all these values. What is the total of d square? See here.
110.
110. Yes, very good. This is the fourth step. This is called as sum of d square. Sum of d square is 110. Sum of all these values will be sum of d square. That is our fourth step. Sum of d square is 110 actually in our data set. Clear? And what is the last and final step in this?
Divide the AD square by the total number of observations.
Yeah, dividing the sum of d square by total number of observations and take root of that value. What do they mean? Let us see. Divide the sum of d square. 110 need to be divided by total number of values. How many data set we have? 11. So 110 divided by 11. First I will write formula here. Sum of d square by n, and we need to take root of that. First we did 110 by 11. What is the value? 10. Now we will take the root of 10. What will be the root of 10? In the calculator you just hit root and you 10 and root. You see the value?
3.16.
3.16. The standard deviation rho of this data set is 3.16. That's it. Ideally, standard deviation should be around 0 to 1. More than 1 indicates there is a variation, huge variation in a data set. Okay. Or else the value will be predetermined based on our test parameters. Sometimes mean ST will be accepted. accepted up to 2. If it is variant more than 2, then that will be variation. Okay. With this case, shall we do? Maybe in internet you will get SD calculators. Let us do one interesting thing then. You calculate the standard deviation of this value, students. Yeah, you do it. I will give you a data set and you calculate for this data set, right now. Yeah. With answer, I will give you. Wait. 1 second. Then you will get confidence. If you do at least one test, you will get confidence. 1 second. Quick revision, students. A quick revision to calculate the standard deviation. First, there are 5 steps. What are the 5 steps? Calculate the mean of the given data set. Find the deviation of the mean. Then square the deviation from the mean. Then add the square values to the deviation to get the sum of deviation. Then divide the sum of deviation by total number of observations and take the root of that value. That will be this one. So you need to make a table like this. X value, X, each value minus mean value and square of the value. Then you will start the sum of the square and you will get the you will take the root of this one. That's it. You will get the standard deviation. So use it. Take a photo of these steps and calculate yourself, and I will let you know the correct answer.